guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Today I have a tag video. I used to do tags quite a bit, and then I just got so wrapped up in all the stuff that I was buying because I have a shopping addiction. But this was such a fun one, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon for this one. This is the Show Me Your Dent collection, or Dents, and it was started by Kia at Yummy411. So if you haven't checked out her channel, I will have it linked below. She's a great YouTuber. She has a really lovely collection of perfumes as well. I think her style and mine have a lot of overlap too, which I like because, you know, you want to watch somebody who has similar tastes in fragrances if you're interested in reviews, but also like sometimes you do want to go outside your comfort zone and learn about new things. Anyway, she said she showed 5, but other people have done more. I went through my collection and I had like 30 and I was like, okay, pare it down. So I have like 10-ish, but some of them I'm counting multiple bottles in one. We're going to start with my all-time favorite. This is my Holy Grail fragrance. This is my signature scent. This is what I have used time and time again. It is Viva La Juicy. So I have 2 bottles here. I have the pure perfume or parfum extract. It's like the more intense version. And then I also have just the regular EDP. As you can see, like the pure parfum, I've used quite a bit of it. And then on this one, I have a pretty good dent as well. This is actually, I've already gone through a bottle of the same size. This is the 1.7 ounce. So I went through a 1.7 ounce. I've already gone through a 1 ounce of this. I've gone through like travel sizes of it too. This is my favorite perfume of all time. It just makes me so happy when I smell it. It's so comforting to me. I think it's a little spicy, not like spicy, but there's just something about it. But it is a lovely gourmand. It has like caramel in there. And fruits and florals. This is my favorite perfume of all time. I love it. My friends smell it and they're like, yep, that's Aiden. Definitely so much so. I should say, hello, welcome. My name is Aiden. I am so happy that you are here. If you have not already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I have a fragrance video every Friday, as well as videos on beauty, empties, samples, all of those good things. So I do post very consistently. Next up is a Dolce, or however you want to say it, by Lancome. This one, I do have it in the little container because when I saw this gift set, I thought, you know what, that's probably a better way, especially because somebody dropped this at the shopping event I was at and it shattered. And I was like, yeah, this seems like not the sturdiest bottle. There's not that big of a dent. Like, it doesn't look like that big of a dent, but I did get this. I've barely had this a year and I have found myself reaching for this so much. This is very clean. This is a beautiful, clean floral note. It's kind of soapy, but it has a sweetness to it too. I love this. This is one of my like not blind buys, my dumb reaches. This is one of my dumb reaches. Whenever I just want something comforting and clean and fresh, this is what I grab for. I really do like it. I've had a lot of fun with it this past year. Okay, next up, I'm pairing these 2 together kind of like I did with the Viva La Juicy, although this is a flanker of the original. So I have Dolce, which I've had for a few years, and I've really used a lot of it. I have hundreds of perfumes. So it really is surprising when I finish something or when I really go down on a fragrance. Like, usually there's not that big of a dent. You couldn't tell that I've used a lot of my perfumes. These are both 1.6 ounces. So Dolce is unlike any other scent that I have. It's a beautiful floral, but it's not like an overwhelming floral. It feels very comforting, kind of clean. I can't remember what the note is, but this had like the first of its kind for a different note, at least in the designer space. And I love this one. I use it all the time. This is also one that I've, in the past few months, come to start spraying on my pillows, like, because it's just a really nice scent to kind of help you drift off to sleep. So I really like that one. The other one I have that's a flanker is Rosa Excelsa, and they're coming out with Rose this year, which I'm kind of interested to see what they do differently. This one is very similar to Dolce, but it has a lot more rose in it. I really love this. This is one of my best friend's favorite scents as well. So I don't wear it as much, but as you can see, like it has a good dent in it too. Next up is Alien. And Alien I got in 2019, like the spring of 2019. And I had never smelled it before, but my mom had gone shopping and she's like, I love the bottles. I want you to have the bottles. So I have just the little guy of Alien, and you can see it's down to here, which is pretty impressive because I do have a smaller version of this, like a travel size, and I also have a bigger size of it. So this is just the one that has the most out of it. And then Alien Fusion. I really like this one. This one has quite a big dent, and this is one that I did buy a backup of when I found it at Ulta for 75% off because it's so good. Alien is like jasmine and patchouli and is it vanilla? I can't remember. But it's unlike any other fragrance. It's very loud, but in a very comforting, lovely way. And this has like the ginger note to it. So it's like a spicier version of Alien, but you could definitely tell it's still a flanker of Alien. So I do love both of these. I'm very happy to have them. And this one, I know it's going to be done someday. And this one probably too, but these are refillable, which is always really nice. I'm counting these as one as well. These are my Escada fragrances. I have 3 of them. I have more than 3, but these are the 3 that I've used the most out of. This is Fiesta Carioca. Oh, they're so good. And then Miami Blossom is probably my favorite. I've been trying to be a little conservative because this is one that I know I'm going to want a backup of. This one is pineapple and cherry, and just, if you've ever smelled an Escada fragrance, they're all kind of similar in nature. They're very tropical, they're very fruity, they're just really light and fun and just uplifting, and that's really the type of scent I go for a lot. I don't wear these so much to work, but anytime I'm not working, these are like ones that I love to spray. And this one is Born in Paradise. This is the first one that I got from Escada, and I love this one. But like I said, Miami Blossom, and I haven't worn this one. I didn't wear this one this year. But smelling it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. So if you want some happy, fruity scents that are just tropical in nature, any of the Escadas I think are good, but these 3 in particular are ones that I've used a whole bunch. This next one I was a little surprised at because I thought one of my other flankers would have been more used than this one. But this one is the one that has the biggest dent, and it's from Guerlain. This is La Petite Robe Noire, and this is the EDT. I would have thought that, sorry, it was backwards. I would have thought that like my Couture one was more used, and I don't know why it wasn't. This is, I'm so in love with this line. I love this line. They're very cherry based, most of them. Some of them are blueberry or a different bright fruit, but you really get that. But then it's like dark and sensual at the same time, which I think is such, like, they work so well together, but it doesn't seem like they should, because I would describe this as like a dark fragrance, but also a delicious fruit scent. So I love this line. I love cherry though. So if you like cherry, I think the EDT is good. The EDP is good. The Couture is good. I haven't tried Intense. I like the Plissé. I like the Hippie Chic. There's so many of them. I have several of them. And I mean, this is the one that I've used the most, which is kind of surprising. That's not the one I thought I was going to have. Back to a gourmand, similar in vein to Viva La Juicy, I think, is Dior Poison Girl. As you can see, like, I've used quite a bit. I'm surprised I haven't used more of this, but I think I've been a little conservative because even on sale, this is still like in the $90 range when you're finding it on discount sites, because it's Dior, and they don't discount their fragrances as much. They seem to have them stick around a little bit longer, so they're harder to find good deals on. This is beautiful caramel. I love it. This is such a good one. Don't be fooled by the girl. Like, I would not say this is a girly fragrance. I just think it's a delicious fragrance. I really love this one as well. Another gourmand is Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon. I love this fragrance. This one's a little hard to see. Like, you can tell that I've used up, I would say, almost half, because my line, if you turn it this way, this bow is completely gone, and it's in the middle here. Well, you can't see there. It's like right around here. I love this fragrance. I have bought a backup of this when they went on sale earlier in 2020. It is like a vanilla caramel. I really love gourmand fragrances that just smell delicious, and this is definitely a delicious fragrance. The bottle is absolutely darling too. This is a really good one as well, and I've obviously sprayed it a whole bunch. One that I bought in 2020, so I've only had it not quite a year because I got it just before everything got shut down, is Gucci Guilty Love Parfum. And as you can see, like, I've used quite a bit of it for having it such a short time and having so many perfumes and picking up so many perfumes over the course of the year. This one is so hard for me to describe. I love it. Like, I put it on and it smells so good, but it's so hard for me to describe. Like, I get a little citrus, and I think there's a grapefruit note in it, if I remember right. But it smells kind of powdery, but not like a lot of the other powders, because I'm not usually a powdery fan. And there's some florals in it, but it's so well blended. It's really hard to pick out any notes of. I really love it. They're going to do a 2021 version, and I'm really interested to see. It's supposed to have like a mandarin note in it. I wasn't a big fan of the original Gucci Guilty. It's not one that I ever purchased. I think I've sampled it. But this one, when I got a sample in a magazine, I was like, that smells good. And then I went to the store and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. But this was expensive. This is like $120. Luckily, I got it on sale, and I always have coupons and everything. But it's still a pretty expensive perfume. We're getting close to the end. We're going to talk about some of my Marc Jacobs. They're probably some of my older perfumes in my collection. I've been collecting them since like 2012, 2013, when they started the Daisy line. They did a different flanker every year. And that's when I started with Daisy Sunshine. And this one, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I am so sad because this was limited, and I really want another one of it, because this is my favorite of all of the Marc Jacobs fragrances that he's ever done. This is Sunshine. They did Sunshine again in 2019, so don't be fooled. This is the version that came out in 2012. Smelling it now, I think the closest fragrance in my collection to this is Gucci Flora, but I don't think this is so much better than Gucci Flora, because I feel like Gucci Flora can be really cloying and really overwhelming. And there's been times when I reached for it and I open the bottle and I'm like, whew, no, that's too much for me today. I'm not feeling that. This one I could wear every day, all day. It's sweet. It smells like it has some apricot or peach in it. And it's just so good. It's a lovely, sweet, floral fragrance. I love this one. And this is the one that if I ever found a good deal on a backup of it, I would definitely buy it because I love it so much. This is one that I do have a backup of, so I have sprayed both of them, but this one has a pretty good dent in it too. This is Sorbet. This was this flanker, I think, in 2015. Let me spray this one. They all smell good. This one is a little bit more citrusy. It's so nice. I like this one too. If you've tried any of the Daisy line, I think you kind of get an idea of what the flankers smell like. Love this one as well. So I kind of counted those as 2. These next ones I'm counting as 3 because they're all flankers as well. So these are the Daisy Oh So Fresh line, and these are all flankers as well. So we're going to start with, this is Daisy Sunshine Oh So Fresh. This is also one from 2012. And this was the first fragrance that I got from Marc Jacobs. The first Daisy fragrance, because my mom asked me what perfume I wanted, and I said I wanted this one. And she's like, well, she bought me this one because this one was bigger, so it was a better value per milliliter. But they don't smell alike at all. They're very different fragrances. So I got this one, and then I went back and I got this one later. This one is more floral in nature. The other ones I would classify more as fruity scents, and these are definitely more floral notes. I still think this one is good. I think probably the Dent is because I've had it longer, but I do like it. Not quite as much as this one. This is probably my second favorite flanker from Marc Jacobs. Daisy Sunshine being my first favorite. This is Daisy Oh So Fresh Blush. And I think this came out in 2017. This one has like berries to it. Oh, it's so good. This one is definitely a berry floral scent. I love this one. I think this one is good. I think the Kiss line was pretty good too, but I think the original Sunshine was the best, and then the blush. That's how I would rank them. And then Sorbet. I really like the Sorbet. This is, I have not been letting you see my dents. Sorry. So that's where that one is. It's pretty impressive when you think about that I had this one so much less time. And then my third one, not quite as big of a dent. This is the Sorbet. I love the bottles. I think they did such a good job. Definitely a floral scent, but a very light floral. I tend to like more skin scents. I don't want beast mode that's going to be projecting that I'm going to smell all day, because it's probably going to make me feel nauseated at some point during the day or just overwhelmed in the scent. I want, someone that I was watching a video of lately said that they want a scent that they can wear that's not wearing them. And I feel like beast mode scents that are just have too much projection, I don't feel like I'm wearing them. I feel like they're kind of suffocating me. So keep that in mind. Alien, I think, is more beast mode than all of these other ones. But yeah, it's good. Last two, I went longer than I meant to. These are both from Philosophy. I have Amazing Grace Ballet Rose, and I have Amazing Grace Endless Summer. This one came out in the summer of 2019. I think 2019. Or was it 2018? This one is really nice and light. I like it. It's a very beachy scent, slightly tropical. It's nice. As you can see, there's a pretty good size dent in here. This one is not quite as big. This is Nude or Ballet Rose. I also have Nude Rose. This is a beautiful rose scent, but a little sweet. And of course I got it because it was Ballet Rose. But I do like this one. This is one that I do tend to reach for. So that's it. Those are my dents. I had a whole bunch more that I was going to show you, and I was like, wait a second. How many are other people doing? I'm still doing way more than other people. But I tried to pair them and kind of count them together. So my Philosophies counted together, my Daisies, my Daisy Oh So Fresh. Let me know what fragrances you have put significant dents in. Also, if you have not already done this tag, please do this tag if you are a YouTube perfume creator or just a YouTube creator. I would love to see what fragrances you have in your collection that you've used a lot. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.